Hi, I'm Sherry, founder of iDream Global. Today, I'd like to share with you some thoughts about how you know when your dream relates to your past, your present, or your future. One thing that you can look at is anything related to your past will have some kind of connection with a past event or location. For example, if your dream has an old house that you used to live in, or it has a car that you used to drive, or friends that you grew up with, a lot of times that will connect you to your past. If it's related to people that you're familiar with now, your church friends that you're connected to at this present time, a house that you're living in right now, a car that you're driving now, then that puts you in the atmosphere or the time frame of present. If it's people that you don't know, if it's a house that is unfamiliar to you, or a vehicle that you're driving that doesn't belong to you, then those can be signs of a dream relating to your future. And so this will help you in your interpretation, because if it's related to your past, then the Lord is bringing something to the forefront that He wants you to look at or experience and deal with in the present. It could even be a lesson that you learned in the past that God's bringing to your now. It could be a failure or an incident that happened in your past that you haven't gotten over or you haven't forgiven yourself for, or it has to do with some trauma in your life that the Lord's bringing it up to you to deal with it now that you're ready to look into that. If it's something now, then this is going to give you a strategy for what you're to do right now. And so that's important to know if my dream's related to the present. If it's future, then this has to do with some strategies that the Lord has given you, some warnings, some direction, so that if you'll interpret your dream correctly, then this is going to help you with some future decisions that you need to make. Let me give you an example of a past dream. This was submitted about a year ago. It was an individual that in her dream she went back to her childhood home, and there was this huge tree in the front yard, and the root system was above ground, and she saw a crack in the ground that went all the way up to her home in the foundation. And so what the Lord was trying to reveal to her is He wanted her to see her family tree, that there were some root systems or some things that had gone deep that are now surfacing that has brought about a crack in her foundation. And so she is ready now to look into this root system of her family tree and begin to deal with something so that there won't be a crack in her foundation today or tomorrow for her children. And so that just kind of gives you an example of why you would dream something now that happened in your past, how God wants to connect that. In the future, there's been individuals that have turned in dreams related to the vehicle that they were driving, that they had never really had that before, and so it was a new vehicle, which could represent a new ministry for them or a new drive or vision for them. And it had to do with rain. It had to do with not being able to see clearly. And so the Lord was letting them know that the vision or your future, that there's some uncertainty there. And so you pray into that. You begin to pray, God, I ask you for clarity about my future ministry or my future vision. So thank you for tuning in. Hopefully this helps you. I usually try to record a teaching or a little helpful hint once a week for our website. I have been out this past month with my daughter who had an eye injury but also had a wedding. And so I've been very busy taking care of her. But I'm back home now, and I'll be able to do our videos once again. So please tune in weekly to get some helpful hints with your dream interpretation. God bless you, and trying to make things simple for you so that you can manage and do dream interpretation on your very own. That's our goal, right? God bless you, and thank you for tuning in to iDream Global.